Hi, this is Kat from Kat's Hands Marketing Made Easy, a hands and voice of your success. Recently, it's been brought to my attention that some people I know were not aware that they were talking to potential romance scammers on Facebook. They were talking about how this man said he loved her so much, just right off, looking at her photos and this and that, and how that was not a good way to find women. And it wasn't until I pointed out that chances are it was a romance scammer that she went, oh, I didn't think about that. Well, I have almost had myself scammed, but fortunately at that point I didn't have any money. And I know a couple of people who have been scammed. And so I'm going to do this video real briefly about that, things to look for. You go to their Facebook page, all of their contacts are the opposite sex. If it's a woman trying to manipulate a man, then her page will be all men. If it's a man trying to manipulate a woman, his page will be all women, or 98% of it will be. There'll be huge gaps in time frames for posting, because once they find somebody, they get you to go over to Yahoo or Skype where they can isolate you, and they won't mess around with the Facebook page until they've either completed the scam or gotten dumped. Their page will have multiple pictures of them. For men, they like to take the shirt off and show off. The pictures, you need to remember this, the pictures are not that of the scammer. They have always taken that picture from somebody else on the internet. So, just because they look good in that picture doesn't mean that's who it is. In fact, I know from research that I did, a lot of times the women that are going after men are actually men pretending to be a woman. The internet is an awesome tool, but it can be a very dangerous tool as well, and you need to take extra precautions. Hide your friends list. Hide how old you are. You can put on your wall that you're in a relationship, but if you're single, don't announce it. And don't come on your Facebook page whining and crying about being alone. These people are experts. The guy that tried to scam me prayed with me all the time because he saw this as a way of getting into my life. Okay? They look for middle-aged, lonely women and men who may be desperate for love and therefore easily conned. In 2010, when I did a report on this, there was, they said $15 million was earned by romance scammers. That was more than any other scam or trick on the internet combined. $15 million, with the average earnings being $100,000 that they got after they convinced the person they were quote unquote in love with to mortgage their home and give them the cash. And I know to you and me that seems ridiculous. You just don't see how somebody could do that. But the reality is, when these guys are experts, they know how to manipulate you. So that said, if you go to their page, you see a lot of self-portraits of themselves, big spaces everywhere, and all women or all men, and they're usually working somewhere overseas in the oil industry or in the military. That's a big one this year. They like to use the military. I would strongly recommend that you not only delete the friend request, but block the person. Because when they can't get you, what they'll do is come in and go through your friends list or your page and find somebody else and try to convince them claiming to be your friend. So the best thing to do is remove the friend request and block the person. Well, that's it for me today. I ran just a little longer than I wanted to, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.